So our application here is coming out quite nicely, right? Well, we have a couple features behind the scenes that are not visible here, and that's okay. So it looks very simple from the outside, but we know that it's a little bit more complicated than that, right? But it's pretty cool, right? It's working really nice. So in this case, in this lecture, what I want to show you is how to build a breadcrumb, right? We've seen this in some applications, right? It's a link that has, some slashes like this, and that way that we can show the user where he's at that particular moment, and they can click on it and go to that specific page if they want to go back, right? So that would be a nice feature to add. Now this can get a little complicated, so I want you to pay very close attention, all right? So in the dashboard layout, inside the components folder, I want you to create another component here. Since this is gonna be a reusable component, it's gonna be a reusable user interface, or UI as we call it. We got to put it in the components folder. It just makes sense, right? So Breadcrumb, yeah, I think that's the name. Yeah, JS sets. All right. So we're gonna use a couple features of React here. So bear with me. So let's go ahead and let's just take out link, and let's take out use location. Now, use location, this function is going to give us the current path. It's going to let us know what, how we can tell where the user is at that particular moment. All right. So basically, this is a hook, okay? So it gives us the current URL on the top. All right. I'll show you in a minute. But let's keep going. Let's create the component. And let's call this EFDN right here like this. And this is going to be called breadcrumb like this. Nothing here yet. And let's see what we can get out from here. Perfect. So let's come back here. And what I want to do is I want to get the location out first. I want to work with that. So let's get the hook. Use location out. There we go. So this is going to give us something like, let's say, for example, if we are in admin right now, we are in admin, right? And then we go to settings or something like that. This is going to give us this file, this URL address here, right? Something like this. That's what we're going to get. All right. So it's the current URL. All right. So let's, so this use location here, that object is going to contain that path name. All right. All right. So let's see what else. So right now, what I want to do is I want to construct the path. I want to get it out. So get it out into an array so we can work with it. So let's do that here. Let's do path. Let's get the location and let's get the path name out. And let's split it into this here, right? Because that's how it, So we split it, and now we're gonna have that it split it into, let's say, something like this. The path is gonna say, what is it? Admin. Then let's say, for example, settings. But we're not gonna have this because we're gonna be splitting it there, right? So that's what we're gonna have now. Keep that in mind that right now here, the location that we got right here is something like this. Let's say admin, let's just say settings. That's what we got on top. I want you guys to understand that. Something like that, right? So when we do a split, and I know this is not a complete beginner's course, but it is for beginners, intermediate. I know some of you have a little issue with doing things like this, so I'm explaining it, so bear with me. So once we do a split, we're going to turn it into, let's just do admin, and then we'll do settings here, like that. Okay? And we'll have a space there. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that that space is not there. So what we can do after split is we can change the filter, since it's going to be returning an array, and then we can just do some of this magic here and do path. And we'll just return let's do arrow function here, the path, just like that. And just by doing that, Okay, just by doing that, what we did here is we return an array just like that, where we have dash admin, and we have another value here of settings. So we have this array now in here. So now we can work with this, okay? So now in here, what we can do is we can return it, some JS sets, and we can start returning that link. Let's go ahead and work on it. So I'm just gonna put this in a comment here so you can see what's going on, all right? So that is that, then is split. So just put a comment here, this is split, and this here would be with filter, okay? So that way you can have an idea what's going on. All right, so JS sets, what do we want? Let's just put this in a navigation, and let's just use link here. And let's just use the path to be / here, all right? We want the link here, the first one here, to go into the home page. So let's do class name, text, blue 500. I love that blue, right? Let's just do home here. All right, that's the first link. Now, let's go ahead and loop through this paths array right here. And let's use map for that, of course. And then we'll get the path out. All right. So now in here, we'll get a constant to get the full path. So we're gonna build this stuff now. So we'll start working with the full path. I'm gonna use ticks here, okay? So let me come back here. So this is gonna be a little hard to understand, but I want you to keep this in mind, all right? So this slice here, now in order for you to understand this code, you need to be familiar with slice, all right? In JavaScript. So hopefully you are a little familiar with it. All right, so let me come back here. Sorry, I had to pause the video. I got a little hungry. Anyway, so what I want to do is I want to grab the paths array here, and I want to slice it. And by doing this, remember how slice works, right? We have the start and we have the ending. So ending plus 1. So the start and anything after that, right? So what we're doing essentially is keeping the current and the previous part of the path, all right? So you can just, console log this and you can see it, or you can, on a string, you can display it, dump it with using this interpolation of this curly braces. So you can see it. But that's basically what we're doing here. We're keeping the current and the previous parts of this path, right? So now we need to construct this because we are slicing this, and we need to join it. So let's join it with a / so that way we can keep that. And let's finish it right here. All right, perfect. So now let me see what I got here. So this, they returned. All right. So now that we have this map here inside the function map, all right, let's do a return another JS sets. I didn't, hopefully you guys did not know that you could do that, right? So we are returning JS sets again here. And let's just do a spam tagging here. And in this spam tag, because I don't want this to have any style at all, since we already are inside, a navigation, let's keep the index, let's keep the key. Remember that in React and some of these frameworks like Vue, we need to keep track of the items that are being looped. And the key attribute, it's one that we need to put with a value of a unique ID or a unique identifier. And this unique identifier would be, in our case, the index, okay? Now, in map, we didn't get the index, so we got to get it out. So we can get the index here in the second. We can get the index right there. Now we have the index. Great. Now we have the spam tag. We bring it down. And inside here, let me see what we can do. Let's just, let's display this here. Let's display this little caret symbol here. Or should I say, this is, it's not a caret. The caret is number 6 on my keyboard. This is the forward something here, the little arrow. But anyway, you know what I mean. And I'm going to use the link here again because I want to create a link. So when people click on it, I want them to be directed to that specific path, whatever they want to go, right? So they're going to go to that full path that we created there. Let's give it some class and make it look nice. So let's do blue again here. And here we'll just display the path that we got on top. This path here, okay? All right. So now that we're done with this, let me just put a semicolon there, save it. That should be good. I mean, it looks kind of confusing there, right? But yeah, it should work. Let's go to dashboard layout and let's import it right here because I want to put it in here inside the admin area, all right? The admin components of the children so we can see where we are at that particular moment. So I'm going to import Breadcrumb just like that. And I'm going to put it right here. Breadcrumb. Just like that. All right. Let me just, we don't need the whole thing in there. There we go. Let's go back in here. And now you can see it, that it works. And the reason why I have home, because I can always go back into the home page just like that, right? Or we can go back into the breadcrumb and instead of going to the home, let me see where I got that link. We can go into the admin, right? So that would be home. Let's go back and let's click here. And you can see that that takes us to the same place where we are right there, right? So we don't see a lot of difference there, but let me show you here. And we got some crazy routes here, so don't mind this. This is just to show you, right? So you can see now if we go to profile, you know, you can see now that when we click it, it goes to that specific route, right? And that's just going to give us that. So this is just an example, guys, on what we can do with React and, you know, building a breadcrumb. Of course, this can be extendable, very flexible right now because we can still add a bunch of more things into it. But yeah, this is how you build a breadcrumb, a simple breadcrumb with React. And yeah, we used a link and we use location there. So that way you guys can understand how this actually works. Hopefully it was clear enough. If not, do not worry, guys. You can always get this code at codingfaculty.com. I'm always probably going to put a link in the description of the video if you're watching this on YouTube or anywhere else. So make sure you look for those links. You can also look into Coding Faculty. If you go to codingfaculty.com here and you go into, let me see, it's Coding Faculty. And then you just go to blog here. I have a bunch of other things that I give you guys here in this blog. All right, so you might see some links here for resources or anything like that. All right, but anyway, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Take care.